Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the #1 Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can find me on Theta TV as well. Alright guys, in today's video, we are going to be going over why now is a great time to accumulate. And there's 5 sectors that Cointelegraph, they created an article that have really good accumulation periods during crypto winters, and we will talk about how those apply to Theta, and we'll dig into it right now. So crypto prices, as we all know, have dropped to multi-year lows, and it raises the question of which assets from which subsectors are ready for accumulation. Is Theta one of those coins that we should be purchasing now? So we'll dig through the 5 different sectors that they have listed here, and the first one is a layer 1 protocol. And as we know, Theta is a layer 1 protocol. So that just means that this blockchain is built from the ground up, and it is not a token of another blockchain. So it could be an ERC20 token, which is a part of the Ethereum blockchain, the overall Ethereum ecosystem. But Theta, it was once, when it first started, an ERC20 token, but since then they created a brand new proof of stake blockchain from scratch. And one of the benefits, it moves from being a proof of work blockchain to proof of stake, so it's a lot more green, efficient, and fast than any Ethereum blockchain that, or ERC20 token, that is out there right now. And there's a lot of other benefits, but that kind of goes outside the scope of this video. So they do mention that layer 1 protocols are definitely the type of blockchains that you want to look for right now. And the ones that of course come to mind are Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're the foundation of layer 1s, but there's a lot of other well-known cryptos that are out there, and some of the factors they're looking for is for the opportunity for other layer 1 protocols to establish themselves and carve out a good slice of the market share. The total revenue generated by a protocol is one of the metrics that can be used to determine which networks see the most usage. And I thought that was actually very interesting, because I do remember a couple months ago I did try and dig down and see what all the different revenue streams that Theta did have, because that is something that, you know, makes these companies very survive these crypto winters, and they need to have different sources of revenue come in. And one of the main sources of revenue that I did see is this right here, and that's the Theta Video API. And the Theta Video API, when Theta becomes fully decentralized, I think this will be the bread and butter to continue to fund new research and other subsectors of Theta. Another thing, of course, is Theta Drop. And that's kind of, you know, outside the lane of just video streaming, but it's NFTs. But as we know, good or bad, Theta gets a 10% commission from a lot of the NFTs that are sold here. And that is another revenue stream for Theta. But this is a big revenue stream that will come more in play as soon as it gets out of beta. And I'm not exactly sure when it'll get out of beta, but there are still some things that the development team has to build on the ecosystem for it to get out of beta, and for Theta to start reaping in some of the revenue from Theta Video API. But if we check out the top 5, we can see that, of course, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then the other ones are BNB Smart Chain. So BNB, they have a lot of different applications on it. AVAX, another huge blockchain as well, and then Helium. So I was actually very happy to see another utility type blockchain similar to Theta made the list, not just a smart contract DeFi type of blockchain. And Helium, where Theta is the bread and butter is video streaming, Helium, if you're unfamiliar, the bread and butter is creating 5G hotspots, and that has been a huge revenue stream for them, as you can see. So that's the first subsector that this article goes to look for during the crypto winters. And the second one is layer 2 protocols. Now, as of right now, Theta does not have any layer 2s on its protocol. I think in the future it will have something similar to a layer 2, and that'll be with a Theta meta chain. And even then, they won't quite be a layer 2, but it'll just be a sub chain within the Theta blockchain. But it's the most similar to a layer 2 that I could think of. But at the time, no. Theta does not have anything similar to the layer 2s that you can find on Ethereum. So that is something that Theta does not have, unfortunately. The third thing the article goes on to talk about is gaming. So, the gaming sector of the cryptocurrency ecosystem has proven to be one of the more resilient in terms of keeping users engaged during the crypto winter. And there's games like Axie Infinity, of course, where people made a lot of money and actually helped them out quite a bit in the pandemic when they couldn't go out and work, but they were able to play these games and make money enough to support themselves. More in third world countries, but it's still a very neat use case to think about. Now, for Theta, there are games out there, and one of them that comes to mind is Theta Bulls. So these are NFTs that you can purchase on Open Theta, and then you can play the game with those NFTs. I haven't purchased an NFT or played the game yet, but I have seen some of the clips, and it does look pretty neat. And then another, if you checked out my previous video yesterday, the Psycho Knockout Heads is another game that you can play on the Theta ecosystem, once again using NFTs that you purchase from Theta Drop. So the games are out there. I don't think they're anywhere as popular as Axie Infinity, but the games, they are out there, and I hope they continue to grow. And then the other thing is just Theta itself being a huge streaming based blockchain. So Theta TV, this is all about, the bread and butter is streaming. So watching video games is a portion of it, and gaming will be one of the largest sectors coming soon, because not everyone can play it, but a lot of people do love watching other people play games, especially people who are very, very good at playing games. They make millions of dollars playing and live streaming their gameplay, because they want to see how to play like the professionals. And as you can see from this article, the market has come a long way since then. This year, the game live streaming audience will grow by 13.8%, which is not too shabby, to reach almost 1 billion people. And that's almost doubling the esports market audience, which is really, really neat. And I do look forward to seeing that market continuing to grow, which in turn would mean more people would move into the Theta subsector of that. So I think the gaming sector is a huge part of Theta. Social platforms is the number 4. I don't think Theta at this time has any social platforms that I know are in development or are currently out there. And this article even says that in general, there's no good replacement for the current social platforms that are out there, the Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. There's nothing that can quite compete out there, and Theta unfortunately doesn't have anything that can compete. If you know anything on the Theta blockchain, definitely let me know in the comments below, but to the best of my knowledge, nothing is out there yet. And the last thing they have to talk about is the Metaverse and NFT launchpads, which, as we know, Theta is all about the Metaverse and NFTs, whether that be NFTs with Theta Drop, which I've heard a lot of negative and not so positive feedback about that. They just want Theta to focus on the bread and butter, but this is a huge sector, and Theta is doing a very good job with their marketplace, so I will drop that out there. And then as far as the Metaverse, I do know Gpool and Gworld, they are creating some sort of Metaverse. I'm not exactly sure where they are with their progress, but that is something that will be coming soon on the Theta blockchain. So Theta does check a lot of these boxes for things to look for in the crypto winter. If you are accumulating Theta in the crypto winter, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.